right. Hello to everyone watching and listening. Our next episode of 3 to 4 Minutes with a Duck is with Master Sergeant Luke Then. So Sergeant Then, thank you for your time. And please, why don't you introduce yourself to the crowd?
Hello, everybody. Master Sergeant Then. I'm a Arabic linguist by trade. I've been serving in the Air Force now for 17 and a half years or so. Currently stationed, obviously, here with my wife, Shannon, and our dog, KJ. We've been married for just under 2 years. Our anniversary is Sunday or Monday. But anyway, been stationed primarily supporting the same agency that we are here over the years. So that's where a lot of my experience lies. Currently in SEL for one of the divisions in the building, working with the Delta flight. We're, the best. But stationed in Germany, stationed in Georgia. Absolutely love technology. So that's where I feel lucky that I'm stationed where I'm at and assigned where I'm at, because that computer networks and cybersecurity degree I just finished up has been relevant. And my digital commencement is actually this Saturday. So it's a new world we live in.
Yeah, I think I don't know that the irony is the right word, but how funny that your digital commencement is for your cybersecurity degree.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I think I get a PowerPoint slide, a correctly pronounced name, and one photo.
Oh, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. And I hope you figure out which day your anniversary is before it passes.
Actually, it's Monday, because I just did the math now.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, happy anniversary and congratulations on your commencement. And the need to not put pants on, I would assume.
So we're actually planning on taking photos tomorrow. We're going to go around base, and because I ordered a gown right before they canceled it. And then my wife has insisted that I wear the gown all day Saturday.
That's awesome.
During the actual ceremony, which we're going to be sitting behind our computer watching.
I think you should wear it from the time you wake up until the time you go to bed. Just make it commencement day. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Wonderful. All right. What is something you're certain you'll never experience?
Something I'm certain I will never experience. I mean, the most immediate that comes to mind is childbirth. But
that's what I thought too. I was like,
it's kind of a gimme.
Easy one, right?
Yeah, that's actually, I think, too easy of one.
Yeah, I should have saved that one for a female.
Or
someone capable of experiencing child. That was the first thing I thought. Well, I was like, why did I ask that?
Well, I mean, the second thing that came to mind was actual contact with aliens.
Ooh.
That's the first thing, though, right? I'm hopeful, but I just have a feeling that we might be alone.
Yeah. That's deep. Maybe if you happen to have an encounter with an alien, maybe something resulting from that will also allow you to experience childbirth. Who knows?
You never know.
The possibilities are endless.
Exactly.
Awesome. What is something that you can never seem to finish?
TV shows. We bounce around more than a few times between different series. We eventually finish them, but right now we're watching Survivor, Upload. Let's see, Archer. Honestly, the list goes on. Alone. Yeah. TV shows, I think, is going to be my answer on that.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I don't know if it's commitment issues or just a lack of attention span. I'm either I'm a little different. I'm either all in or not at all. Like if I'm an episode or two into it, I'm either going to watch it till it ends.
And then finish.
Yeah, probably at the expense of everything else in my life.
Books are the same way, though.
Yeah, books are the same way. If a couple pages into it, I'm not into it, I'm done. Although I watch TV as I fall asleep, so there's a lot of things. I don't know how many seasons of stuff I've actually finished. I've gotten through it,
Yep.
but I don't know how much of it I've actually paid attention to. My husband would probably agree if he's watching. He'd be like, "You don't watch anything ever.
Yep.
You sleep through it all." But
like we're still finishing Ozark, Altered Carbon. Yeah, it's too many shows.
Archer, you just reminded me of Archer's existence, and I think I'm going to do an Archer reboot this weekend.
But they're on like 10 seasons or something, I think.
I know, but I'd have to start over from the beginning to get all the jokes.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
When the agency was called ISIS.
Absolutely.
they changed the name.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. If you could breed two animals together to defy the laws of nature, what new animal would you create?
Well, honestly, like I'm just gonna rip off mythology and create griffins.
Oh, yeah.
Like what is it? Eagles and lions and bears? Maybe?
Oh my.
I guess that's 3.
So I've got the wings. Yeah. Is it the 3?
I'm not certain. And now I'm sure all of my fellow intel will be laughing.
They'll correct.
That I can't name the correct mythological creatures. But no, griffins. I think griffins need to be in the world.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Are they nice?
Yeah, like maybe like you could tame them like horses.
Okay.
I'm sure we could if we
so
get them big enough. Flying.
Have them to ride.
Yeah. Exactly.
I like it. I just the talons.
Oh yeah, no, they'd be dangerous.
Okay.
I mean, we'd be having maybe some Tiger King scenarios playing out.
The Griffin King.
Why not? But
that'll be the Griffin King. That'll be the next Netflix series that I don't finish.
I'm
sure.
Did it bore you?
Yeah. After I fell asleep and then I couldn't figure out what the third animal was, so I just stopped watching. But I'm sure Sergeant Flieger, if he's watching, could probably fancy us up in photo. He's a Photoshop master.
Okay.
At least a good background for Griffin King. And that's your challenge, Jace. Make me a Griffin King opening title slide. Got it. Awesome. What celebrity chef would you most like to make you dinner?
Gordon Ramsay.
For the food or for the yelling?
Both. Like we watched a lot of Hell's Kitchen.
Us too.
Some of the one he does with kids, and then even his I forget. It's not Restaurant Impossible, but it's like that.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because he just filmed in Elkridge. No.
Is he doing To Hell and Back or something? Or is that
sounds right.
Different? Yeah. Where he saves a restaurant, helps them, walks in, tells them how crappy they are, and then pieces them up.
Exactly. He was there was that town just northwest of I guess Fort that got really hit with heavy flooding just 2 years back. Back. And they went in and saved the downtown. The episode just
was aired. It Ellicott City?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
I think yep, Ellicott City. And he went in and fixed it all up. So I think he would be awesome to get the full 7-course, 8-course experience. Actually, even at Hell's Kitchen too, so you could get that entertainment.
I Googled, my husband and I watched Hell's Kitchen. I've watched the cooking channel for as long as I've had cable TV. Even in my airman days in my dorm, I would just watch. Iron Chef was always the one that I loved. So when they really got into these cooking competitions, I dug it, Top Chef, all of those. But Hell's Kitchen, my husband loved because of the yelling and the angry. But I had Googled how to get a seat in the restaurant. And it requires going to Los Angeles, which I'm not down for. But I think Gordon Ramsay would be awesome. Yeah, and lots of money, or be famous or something stupid.
Yeah, something.
Famous, whatever.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten at any of his restaurants?
No, I have not. There's some nearby, I think.
We did our honeymoon in Hollywood. No, we didn't. I don't even know why I said that. We did our honeymoon in Vegas, and we tried to hit all of the famous. We did Tom Colicchio's chop steak or something like that. Okay. And then I was really into Top Chef at the time, so I hit all the Top Chef restaurants. But I think can't remember where, but I think we've eaten at a Ramsay restaurant.
Okay.
It might have been Vegas when I was TDY or something. But,
okay. It's actually one town I have not been to.
Vegas?
Yeah, never.
Oh, you got to do it.
We will. It's on the list once we can.
Again. Yeah. And even just if you're a people watcher,
big time.
Like, yeah. Oh man, Vegas has it. Like airports are one of my favorite places because of people watching. Because it's such a good mix, but Vegas will make you think that you've got your life together in case you were having any concerns.
Useful.
Yeah.
That is really good feedback.
I watch Hoarders every once in a while to reassure
just to be like,
that,
all right,
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
This is I'm doing good.
I'm doing great. Look at it. It's like the Taj Mahal in here. Vegas. Yeah, just go to Vegas. Enjoy other people's, intricacies and weirdness. I had a blast, and I've been there a few times for work and otherwise. So it's a good time. What's something that you hate but wish you loved?
How do I phrase this? Like, I hate that I procrastinate, and I wish that I loved, like, actually just immediately, like, I'm handed a task, and a lot of times I think depending on the task, I will launch right into it. Sometimes a little too much, like where people have to slow my, like, hey,
like the hyper focus.
Well, no, that like the disc assessment thing. So I'm very high B and C, and that direct, like, jumping right in on something, I struggle with sometimes. Like, if somebody comes to me for advice and I'm like, I'll fix it, I'll get in this, I know how to, but then if I don't immediately act, sometimes I will procrastinate, I will overthink, I will overanalyze. So yes, I don't even remember how I phrased my answer. I wish I loved doing stuff right away,
so that you didn't hate that you
procrastinate.
I can't get on board with that. And that's only because for 34 years of my life, I've procrastinated, and I've tried to stop, but when it works so well,
that game time pressure, so to speak, like I hear you. That
and
productivity.
I've got a whiteboard behind me that usually you can see if I don't have this up there. And yesterday my whiteboard said, nothing more was ever done than in the last minute or the last possible minute or something like that. And that's something I've just grown to embrace. Like, I do better at managing tasks, I think, throughout. But I mean, even with college, I had 2 college courses that I was doing, and everything's due on Sunday. And I told myself 100 times, like, I'm not going to wait till Sunday to do it. But it's really hard on Wednesday when you have until Sunday.
Yeah.
I finished my stuff early 1 week, and that was the last week of the semester, and because it was like an exam. It was easy to do. But all right, I think we've definitely exceeded whatever time frame that people have arbitrarily set for my interviews. But I've enjoyed it. I'm going to turn it over to you to give your parting thoughts with whoever's watching or listening out in the inner tubes.
Okay. Something that when I approached or found out that you were going to interview me, is like I wanted to at least try and prep something for this, and kind of the thoughts kept going back to, like, the current situation we all find ourselves in, through conversations with my dad and my element leads and flight members. Like, I'm realizing that things will never kind of go back to normal. It's going to be a new normal, whatever that happens to be. And I think maybe the quicker that we look forward towards that new normal, and don't try to recreate maybe what was before, we can hopefully get to some sense of normalcy sooner. Because even just like, so with Governor Hogan's announcement yesterday, we're like, oh, Maryland's opening back up. I was like, well, how are they going to do theaters? How are they going to do retail? And it's like, we all need to try and learn from this event and figure out what works either for us or for us as a society, and try to make it work to at least minimize continued loss of life, to improve ourselves as a society. But that's kind of roughly what I'm going to cut it off, because otherwise I will ramble.
I like it. No, and I'm fighting the urge to jump in and continue this for another 20 minutes, because I think I think you're spot on. And I had the same reaction yesterday when I heard first Governor Hogan is opening the state. And I, of course, thought the complete worst. I'm like, oh, man, there's going to be people running through the streets giving each other COVID. And then to read it and like even using the phrase opening the state, that's not what's happening at all. It's we're letting a few things open back up and get back. And I think, you touched on a couple points that I'm going to lengthen this with talking about,
Please.
And I don't care, whatever. But, you talked about improving, how do we improve society and ourselves? And I read some meme that was probably meant to be super inspirational on Facebook. But it said, we've all taken a pause, both personally and then just society around. We've all taken a pause and been given an opportunity to see what is important in our lives and what's not. And I think that can apply both professionally, grand scale to the country, the world, and then us personally within our homes and our everyday. And I've tried to, throughout the last couple months, really focus on what am I not doing that I used to, that I never have to do again?
Yeah.
And what have I started doing that's beneficial that I want to continue doing after this is all over? Because you're right, We're never going to get back. Hopefully, I hope we never get back to normal, because we have an opportunity now to kind of filter out the crap that we didn't have a reason to stop or start doing before. So I hope we don't get back to normal, because I think normal can always be improved on, and we've been given an opportunity to kind of do that in a sweeping, large scale. So
giant global reset of like, hold on, nobody do anything for like 2 months, 3 months.
And only start doing the things that we absolutely have to and find important. And I'm excited about that, because as you know, in our line of work, there has probably over the years been such an accumulation of stuff that we just do because we always have, that we don't need to do.
That's the way it's always been done. Yeah.
I have spoken. This is the way.
Awesome. You have a great afternoon, ma'am.
You too. Thank you so much.